So I was reading on LinkedIn a couple of days ago where someone made a post about how VCs prefer second-time founders, third-time founders, and like I used to always think as well, is this a flex? Like people put on their LinkedIn two-time founder, three times founder. I mean, it's great that you've done business more than once or more than twice, but it has never really occurred to me what the idea behind VCs, investors preferring more than, like multiple time founders over new founders. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victory Masona, and in this channel we will be sharing like growth tips, career tips, and just life mysteries, I guess. Everything you need to know about business growth, about trying to like evolve in the space as a growth operator, we will try to touch on them in the channel. And you can let us know in the comments what you want us to talk about next. While you're here, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Okay, so back to my gist. So I found out later on that the reason that entrepreneurs, investors or VCs preferred second time founders or people who have done businesses before is because of the experience, it's because of the growth, right? So your business cannot necessarily outgrow you. It might, but if you're a startup, you are in that early phase of building, you need to grow faster than your business. And I'm talking of personal growth, right? So 3 years ago, when I started my own business, I don't think that between 3 years, like 3 years ago and now, the vision has not changed. What has changed is me. What has evolved, rather, what has grown is me, right? So the way that I would handle challenges 3 years ago, we say growth party, every single time that an employee had to leave, I would be so disorganized. I would be like, oh, where do I start? There were no processes in place. It's like the business literally sat with people, right? So when those people left, I had to like pretty much try to scramble to fill in the gaps, so many different things. So hard in making firing decision. Even hiring decision, you take so long, right? Emotionally invested in everything. I was really passionate about my business. I am still very passionate about my business, but today I make more calculated, more strategic decisions. Why? I've seen. And I'm still seeing. So imagine that I was building the business a second time. Starting that business, I will take all the experience and learning from trying to build the first time and I'll make decisions better. I will move faster. I will, make decisions more strategically, not with less emotions. I would calculate a bit more and I would have grown with all those experiences. It's the same thing we're saying. The crux of everything I'm saying today is that personal development is a backbone of your business growth. We do everything but personal development. I went back to school like after 3 years. I left law school in like 2019, but I went back to school again in 2023. I'm 2024, okay, 2024 to do my master's. Why? Because knowledge, development, and this is in between courses, like taking courses, learning, buying books, growing, traveling, getting exposed, networking with other people, sharing ideas, joining communities. The point is, you have to be intentional about your growth. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So, if you want your business to continually grow, you've got to keep feeling yourself. As a matter of fact, think about it. Apart from the business itself, I mean, the business itself is people. Apart from the products that you're building in the market, let's say you have a physical product or you have a digital product or whatever it is, or a service that you're offering. Apart from that, the people that you work with, if you are the pack leader and you are here, you're expecting them to be here. They might be here in terms of technical competence, but there is some art of leadership. There is some I'm not sure what the word for it is, but there are some things that technical competence alone doesn't give them. So you as the leader, you have to rise above. You have to be somewhere where your team members, your employees are like, oh great, we want to aspire to be like our boss. Especially if you're running a small business and you can't afford to be paying like millions of naira. What you want to do, you want to keep putting a growth curve in front of the people that are working with you. And it starts by doing it for yourself. If you are the same way that you were 2 years ago when you started your business, you're not taking any course, you've not joined any community, you've not attended webinars, you've not learned, you've not traveled, you've not even sat down to find a mentor, you've not followed YouTube channels to learn. You just hope that with vibes and inshallah and you building and hustling Learning, development, training, experience will save you years of time, right? So you have to be intentional about what you yourself you are putting into yourself, what you listen to, what you read, where you go, which communities you join. All of these have maybe not a very clear, visible impact on your business, but they have tremendous impact on your business. Best believe that the best or the most important investment, I'm sure you've heard this before, that you can make in yourself or you can make in life is in yourself. So as you're buying bitcoins, you're buying courses. As you are investing in what's the latest one now? Solana, I don't even know. Be doing all of those things, right? Be exposed. Make sure that you are continually growing. You can take that idea that you had like 3 years ago and then turn it into something like beautiful because your mind has your capacity has expanded, right? No matter how so if I have a very massive Android phone or iPhone or whatever it is, the latest Samsung S20, 29 or S30 set, and I send a message, let's say with a lot of emojis, a lot of icons, a lot of pictures or whatever, and I send it to a Nokia, walk with me. I don't know that if I send it there, the message that I send to that phone with all the multimedia and whatnot will arrive in the Nokia phone in signs. I don't know if some of you have noticed. You will see like those dots slash forward comma whatever, because the capacity of that Nokia phone cannot take pictures, cannot show all the beautiful pictures or the beautiful emojis that you have sent. So if the problem is not the Android phone or the message that has been sent, the problem is the capacity of the Nokia phone to receive, to translate what it has received. So if your capacity as an entrepreneur is small, like the Android phone, no matter how big your idea is, no matter how massive, like you have $1 billion idea sitting on your laps, if you don't grow from that Nokia phone to a why that Nokia no vex. If you don't grow from that small phone to a massive, phone with massive capacities and abilities to decode and receive, that idea is going to shrink to fit your size. Think about it. If you put a very big stuff into a small bottle, it cannot enter that bottle. The worst case is that it will either break, it will cut, it will shrink. It must fit the size of the bottle. And so you keep saying, why is my business not growing? No, your business is adapting to your size. It's adapting to the container. It's adapting to what you have, right? So make sure that you're taking time to expand yourself daily. Expand. As an entrepreneur, you cannot be the same way that you were at the beginning of the year. By the beginning of the year and the end of the year, there must be a clear difference. Update your LinkedIn. You must have learned something. You must have done something. You must have tried a project. You are actively growing so that your ideas, your business, as they are coming, they can fill up space. All right. So the most important investment you can make in your business is an investment in yourself as the entrepreneur. I said what I said. Bye.